Today on Technique Tuesday, I want to talk about turnout. It's very important, and it's something that either we tend to not use at all or we try and force. Both things that we don't want to do. We want to constantly be using our rotation when we're doing pretty much anything in ballet, a lot of things in jazz. You need to be using your turnout. But how do we find it? First thing, we're going to start with our feet parallel. Okay, so feet parallel, and you're going to pull up in your abdominals to create space in your hip flexors, and you're going to start by squeezing your glutes in order to turn those toes out. Notice, I am not 180 degree turnout, okay? We're not going to force it to 180 degrees because that is dangerous for your knees, your ankles, and all sorts of bad things. So, when you're standing parallel, your side view, yeah? Parallel, you pull up. So here I am relaxed. You're gonna pull up in the front to create space and then squeeze your tushy to rotate those legs out, pulling the inner thighs forward. So you're pulling up and sending the tailbone down, yeah? You wanna make sure you're knitting those ribs close. You should be highly engaged from head to toe, even just standing in a first position here, yeah? Shoulders are down, pressed. You're rotating, wrapping from the top of the thigh. Yeah, it's very important when we go demi, knees over toes, and grand. A lot of us like to go like this. Yeah, like so. And look, toes come off, or pinky toe comes off the back. No, no. Now, I can force it a little with maintaining my toes down, but it's just always to work better and more of your natural turnout. It's going to be better on your knees and your ankles, and just overall, you're gonna build more strength working properly in your proper turnout than forcing it. So again, it comes from here, rotating the thighs and pulling them forward and sending your tailbone down and pulling up. There's a lot going on in there in order to maintain our feet turned out in really any position. But to find where your natural turnout is, you want to start with your feet together, pulling up and open the toes. Yes, you can tendu to second. Yeah, feeling that. Rond de jambe to fourth. In fourth position, you want to make sure they're really crossed at the top of the thighs. Yeah, in fifth, making sure, same thing, your back heel's in. But notice, look, if I go side view of all of that, again, I'm pulling up, tendu, obviously, I'm not going straight side, yeah? I'm slightly forward, lowering the heel. Yeah, pulling up. From here, shifting the weight over so you can rond de jambe to fourth, really stepping down in a crossed fourth, the top of the thigh, tendu, and pulling into fifth. Notice how I'm pulling up the whole time. Yeah, if I was just standing here, this is what I would look like in fifth. Yeah, you're gonna pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up while you're here. It's very important that you start with your turnout, your true turnout, from the very beginning. As soon as you start to force it, you're gonna compensate in ways that are really going to make things difficult as you start to learn, you know, your développés, yeah? You're only going to be able to get that leg up if you're using your rotation. Yeah, so it's coming from here. This is where most of your rotation is coming from. A little does come from the knees and your ankles, but you want to always make sure you're supporting it with your core, which is your abs and your back, and these rotator muscles, which are basically your glutes. Yeah, pulling the inner thigh forward. As you développé, you come up, you want to notice I don't go directly side. Yeah, I come slightly forward because I don't have 180 degree turnout. Most people actually don't, they just fake it. And then that's why they get injured. So we don't want to be forcing our turnout. We want to make sure that we're truly holding it with those rotator muscles all the time in everything we do. Some good exercise to help find your rotation. If you're struggling with that, you can also sit on the floor, stretching the toes, turn them out. You can really feel those rotators working on the floor, squeezing your popo. You should almost have a little pop. Squeeze, open, and point, and squeeze. I'm exaggerating so you can see what I'm talking about, but Again, a very good exercise for you to feel your rotation coming from here. So, that being said, if you have any questions, any type of exercises you would like to help strengthening with your rotation and using your rotator muscles more, drop it in the comments and I'd be happy to share with you. Have a good day.